We know if schools are reopened in September, masks will have to be worn by teachers and students. We also know that desks will be spaced out and social distancing will be enforced. But what about those students, special needs students, who don't understand that they have to keep their masks on and remain 6 feet apart? We talk with a special needs teacher.
We do not feel safe at all.
Mindy Rozier Rayburn has been a New York City teacher for over 20 years. She spent the last 14 at the Mickey Mantle School in Harlem, where she works with special needs students.
With certain students, they need that one-to-one interaction to be able to complete whatever the activity is, from math to ELA to art to even gym.
She says reopening schools before a COVID-19 vaccination is not safe for students with disabilities, emotional and behavior difficulties, or language and communication disorders, adding their teachers are at risk too.
Our students, some with severe autism, low functioning, they may not necessarily understand the gravity of why they need to wear a mask. So you have students that sometimes they get emotionally overwhelmed and they act out. Sometimes they're spitting, sometimes there's biting. What are the protocols then?
But the Department of Education provided Pix 11 these photos today, showing the safety measures that are currently in place for those special needs students and instructors who have opted to take in-person summer classes. We're also told there will be extra measures taken for the educators and kids who need it the most if schools do reopen in September. They include clear desk shields, cleanings between each class session, and increased PPE for staff.
Teaching things remotely with our students based how they normally learn is not ideal.
Still, this Harlem teacher, who's also taking on summer school, says New York City public school officials should focus on learning the ropes of remote learning better instead of rushing kids back to the classroom.
And if it has to remain remote control until there's a vaccine, so be it. Our students will be alive, and we will work our hardest to catch them up.
And again, we won't know for sure if kids will go back to classrooms until the first week of August. Full school reopening plans have to be submitted to the state first. That is due next Friday. In Harlem, Jennifer Bisram, Pix 11 News.